All right, great. So here we are. I'm Harry Berberian with the 313elieve show, and we're a show based in Metro Detroit that showcases all things positive in Detroit, and we also focus in on Detroit entrepreneurs and Metro Detroit entrepreneurs, and specifically, we have a guest today that is quote unquote an entrepreneur. He's really an entertainment entrepreneur. He had a juice company upwards of a couple years ago, as far as I know. He'll correct me if I need to be. But and then he positioned himself to a world class, if not the best, most likable and realistic Trump impersonators out there. He's not a bald guy. He actually has Trump's hair. He looks just like Trump, and we've got him on, beaming in from Canada to the 313elieve show. And remember, 313elieve is sponsored by, well, 313elieve.com. Go check it out. We have apparel and we do entertainment events, and we're also sponsored by Coors Light. Anyway, we have this amazing impersonator. Welcome to the best Trump impersonator, Don Russo. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me, Harry. And what a nice introduction.
Yes.
And it's true, I am pretty good. You know, I look like the guy, and I don't have a big ego though. Anyway, yeah, I'm from Canada, and we're talking about coronavirus, and it's really affected me as the borders are closed. So I do a great deal of work in Detroit and in Michigan, and well, all over the United States. But I love Detroit, and I love Harry.
Hold on. Why do you love Detroit?
Well, I like the people. I just love the sense of optimism, and Detroit gets such a bad rap. And people believe in their city and the revitalization of it. They're optimistic. They're beautiful, friendly. People always talk about Detroit and how dangerous and everything it is. It's not. It's not. It's not that I've ever been exposed to. And I love the music in Detroit, the entertainment, the food. So many things to love about Detroit as a Canadian, well, as anybody. And very hospitable and generous people. I have some good friends there, including Harry, my friend Harry. We met at a Stormy Daniels event.
Yes, we did a few years ago.
And his dog, Mike.
And we met a few years ago at Truth Strip Club. I had
nightclub, yeah.
Produced an entertainment event there, and then we became friends when Stormy Daniels came by. And you were incredible. You're still incredible. And the last time we hung out, where was that?
We were in Ohio at a GOP convention, which was really good. It's good for me to be working for the Republican Party. Like, and it was wrote me some jokes. It was
it was the first time you were doing your comedy routine. I think you could have been a little bit more demonstrative, like Trump, like a little bit louder, because you have the look. I don't think there's a single Trump impersonator that has your look.
I have to agree.
You look more like Trump than anybody.
And this is being objectified. I have to agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
But yeah. So we did the first GOP thing. We had 3 or 4 others lined up.
Yeah.
GOP convention. So I'm talking about doing a show for judges and potential congressmen and people like that. And then the virus hit.
Yeah.
Man, it wiped out the entire summer for me. And for everybody, really.
Wiped out my company, Electric Eel Entertainment.
Yeah.
It had an impact.
They're going to come back, though. There's a sense of optimism, I think, and let's hope all these states reopening. It's not premature, and it doesn't backfire. That would be the worst thing.
Well, I know you're not. I know you're not going to. I'm sorry. Make your point.
No, I mean, I'm talking about health here. If it backfires from a health standpoint and everybody starts getting infected, it won't be good. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it works out. Economically, I think everybody who seems to want to get back to work, I do. I think Harry does. I know Harry does. But I think we'll come back bigger and stronger and better. And
by the way, shout out to my friend Shannon. She was just mentioning you the other day, and I said, hey Shannon, of all my ideas and all the things Electric Eel Entertainment does, what's the best thing? She says, that Trump guy, just promote him around America. I'm like, okay. She loves you.
I know, and she's a great girl. Shannon is a girl that works for Ford Motor Company, and she's terrific. She's a designer, I believe, right?
Yep, UX designer.
Working on electric motors.
And
Brilliant girl.
Shout out to my friend Kenny B. He probably doesn't want me to use his real name, but he helps me produce and direct this show. Shout out to my friend Ryan Archibald. Shout out to Mike Anzel, who helps me edit. Shout out to the Foundation Hotel, where I've produced this show. But anyway,
Foundation Hotel, wonderful spot. I was there with Harry.
We had a blast. Me and you had a blast.
Great place. Just go hang out in that lounge. It is terrific.
Me, you, and Mike the Chihuahua.
Terrific.
So the question we're asking everyone on 313 Believe, how has specifically the COVID-19 affected you, Trump, both negatively and, there's a silver lining, positively?
Well, let me begin with let's start with the negative. Then well, I'm not working. I can't cross the border. I will be able to again. I do have a work visa and everything, but so my livelihood is.
You do have a work visa.
Yes.
Okay. You can't. You're stopped at the border too.
But I'm not an essential service. Apparently, you would think that Trump would let me in though, because
Yeah, and you would think Trump is essential.
Yeah. Anyway, so the income it hasn't ground to a halt because our government is really taking care of us over here financially. It's kind of, they have a great stimulus package and there's money.
You have like a socialist package and you're direct.
It's kind of a socialist thing, yeah. I think Bernie Sanders would like it up here.
I know a lot of people that are making more money on unemployment than they did in their real jobs.
I know, and therein lies a problem. When
go America, go Canada, go recession, go fiat currency falling soon.
Yeah, we see our prime minister once a day for about 45 minutes. He pops his head out of his house and gives a little press conference, then he's gone, right? And that's it.
Have you ever met the prime minister?
Pete. No, I have not met him.
You need to do some photo ops with him, I think.
That would be a good thing. Yeah, I'll give him a call when this is over. Right now, we can just shake hands with our elbows virtually.
Yeah. So you've got some unemployment, which is great. Everybody that and their mom is applying for it. Even Mike, the Chihuahua, has applied for unemployment.
I love Mike.
He started a GoFundMe, the Coronavirus Chihuahua Fund. Like, no joke.
I saw that. I did donate. I did.
Yeah. And by the way, before I forget, also shout out to my real estate boss, James T. Silver Team Real Estate of Keller Williams.
I met James.
You did meet James. We had a photo op.
He's a terrific guy. Really is.
So your business has slowed down. Trump has slowed down. In Canada, you're stuck, but you're getting some unemployment. Listen, Trump, are you going to start building some hotels with that unemployment, or what's going on?
Oh, the really, really small ones. It's not that much, but
Monopoly hotels, because we're going to be playing virtual Monopoly with my friend.
On a positive, I'm doing more virtual stuff. I'm doing a show this Friday. I'm trying to get out there do more online stuff, and that's proving it's progressing. I mean, it's going to take off. I know it.
My life is the same way. I mean, I'm doing a lot more virtual stuff. I'm masturbating more. I'm on Tinder.
I'm not going there, but we're both entrepreneurs.
Yes.
And we'll figure it out, right?
Yep.
As you said, this was an entrepreneurial move to become Trump, and it's certainly paid off for me.
So once you go back on the road, are you going to be advocating for people to inject themselves with disinfectants?
Well, it's just funny you mentioned that. I found a new thing. It's called pure white vinegar.
Okay.
Now, and it's pure, so it's good for you. It's good,
right.
And everybody knows vinegar kills germs. But the secret, folks, if you do try this, is to dilute it. Dilute it with 2 parts water, 1 part vinegar. Then it's more effective.
You drink it?
No, you can drink it, but it's more. Drinking it is the best. I don't advocate injecting anything.
Right.
And then I've got one more product, Harry, which is a good one. The doctors just turned me on to this. It's called Greenworks. So it's organic. It's biodegradable. Once again, I wouldn't put any crap into your body, but this is good. It's good. It's green. So
beautiful.
Those are the solutions.
I love it. I love it. And can you shower with those products?
Every day. Every day. It even grows hair.
You look so good.
Oh, look at me. I'm terrific. I'm healthy. I'm the healthiest president I think that there has ever been. ever.
So I've heard some people in Canada, when you just walk around, you're shopping at Walmart, you're going to the store, you go to a bar, people actually hurl insults at you thinking that you're Donald Trump. Tell me about that.
Well, first of all, lots of people recognize me, and there's lots of people like Trump, but there's also, I've been all over the world being Trump. So, and I'm enjoyed and welcomed everywhere I go, which is really wonderful. The most shtick I get is in Canada. People, for some reason, we have got our own problems with our government, which is, it's not very good. It's not running well. But everybody seems to focus on Trump. I get called names. I get sworn at in Toronto mostly. Toronto people don't like Trump. And although I used to get really, really upset at that. But then I've just had a paradigm shift, and it's because I must really look like him. That's why they do it.
So you think that the anti-Trump people in Canada hate you more than the anti-Trump people in America?
I don't really get hate in America. I get, if Americans are brought up to respect the president. You may not like him, but then generally people don't come up to you and swear in your face.
I mean, for the most part, when we were hanging out at the Democratic National Convention in Detroit, you were loved by Democrats and Republicans.
That's right. They came out of the, what was it, the music hall?
Yeah.
Anyway, they came out of this.
Except for some jealous lesbians, they didn't like.
Yeah, and they came out. The Democrats that were attending the convention came out, and to a person they wanted photographs with me.
So what's your problem with CNN? I heard that you banned CNN from all press conferences.
Well, apparently I've banned people from the briefings. Well, they twist everything. It's fake news. I mean, you've heard of fake news. This is the epitome of fake news.
Right. So is it true, just like the president, you like Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's and Burger King and eat a lot of fast food?
I do love Kentucky Fried Chicken and McDonald's both. The quarter pounder with cheese in America is the best burger in the world.
Yeah, we had a good time when we hung out at McDonald's with Mike the Chihuahua. I think we went to one.
Mike for sure loves quarter pounders. He is a quarter pounder.
Yes, he is. And the other thing is, what do you think about what we should do with China? Do you think we should reprimand them? Do you think we should declare World War IV or III on them? Do you think that we should charge them economically to punish them for eating bat soup and pangolins?
You and your pangolins. Listen, China could have stopped this thing, like honest to God. They were allowing planes to fly out of China for a full month before they made any of this public. Planes could come out. Millions of people left China.
Yeah.
China. It's the China virus, folks. Millions of people came out of China, went all over the world. They went to Italy. There's a lot of Chinese went to Italy, and look what happened there, folks. Worse than us, way worse than us. They weren't allowing people into their country. They were allowing everybody to leave with the virus. So they should be held accountable. You know, they've held the world hostage. They've disrupted the economy of the global economy. It's the
very secretive CPP.
Yeah, and I know Trump's not happy with China. I'm not happy with China or the WHO. You know, they're in partnership.
The Chinese virus, the Wuhan virus.
China virus, that's what I call it. I got some shtick for that too. China virus. Well, where did it come from?
We need some stick because we're going to be booking Donald Trump on the road. By the way, where can people book you right now, Donald Trump? Getting ready for this surge of popularity of Donald Trump after this entire COVID. Where can people find you?
You could see me on GigSalad, on GigSalad.com.
Okay, well, let's say you're not a member. Let's say they just want to get a hold of you.
GigSalad.com as Billionaire Donald. They could contact you. I'm sure you're going to post your information.
Yep.
Harry is representing me in
what about
the United States. So
what about social media?
Social media, you can see me on Instagram as Billionaire Donald, and there's some funny stuff on there, some funny videos, stuff with Kim Jong-un, stuff with Stormy Daniels, stuff with Michael Moore, one of my favorite people, Michael Moore, terrific guy.
He loves you.
He loves me.
You know, by the way, after your presidency, you know, of 2020, after your president, you might be Zillionaire Donald, so you might have to change your social media.
My God, I think that name's available. I should secure it right now. Yeah.
Billionaire.
Speaking of the presidency, well, what about that? Like old Sleepy Joe. I
Oh,
don't even have to
he's
show
so
up. I'm
sleepy.
sure he's not going to show up. He'll be asleep.
I was actually right in front of him when I was campaigning for my brother-in-law, who's actually unfortunately running against you, Matt Mattern, in the Republican Party. I was in New Hampshire, and Biden was right in front of me doing a radio show. I snapped a picture of him, but he did look quite old, and he looked like this is when he was on his last leg before the North Carolina primary, and he looked like he was like the crypt keeper from the Tales from the Crypt.
He looks tired, really tired.
Yeah.
I mean, and honest to God,
I don't think he has a chance against you. My mother is even worried. She hates you, by the way. She hates Trump. She doesn't think.
He hates Trump.
She loves CNN, loves our MSNBC, and she thinks that Trump is going to be reelected.
Yeah, I can imagine being a president and even the pretend president when he's working. It's a lot of work.
Absolutely.
Biden can't do it. He can't.
I know you've been fighting with our Governor Whitmer. I'm a supporter of Governor Whitmer, by the way, and I have a song out. I don't know if you saw it called.
I saw the song.
It's either the dirty version is I want to do that woman in Michigan, and the PC version is I love that woman in Michigan. I still haven't decided which one I'm going to be promoting.
I'll go with both.
Go with both, yeah.
One is
and I have one that stars Mike the Chihuahua, so I have like 5 different versions of it. But anyway, I'm supportive of her. What do you feel about our Governor Whitmer? I think she's hot to trot.
Oh, she's good looking. She's good looking, and she's a leader. But she's leading your people. I don't know. It seems like you could have some anarchy. Like all the parades with the guns and the flags and on the.
So you were supporting those rabble rousers in Lansing, huh?
Well, I wasn't disillusioning them anyway.
So you're all about liberating.
Everybody wants to get to work. It seems in America, they do, and there's a sense of optimism, and people feel held back. I'm not sure. This is Donald, not Donald Trump speaking. I'm not sure it's the right time. I hope that people that want to go back to work do not get really, really sick. And there's an abundance, or what are we calling it, the second wave. Really hope that doesn't exist.
Here's the thing. I think there might be a second wave in the fall, but the good thing is Halloween is right around the corner, and people will already be wearing their masks.
That's right. And who knows, maybe there'll be some zombies soon. Zombies.
Do you have any other people or companies or IG people or social media you want to shout out?
I don't have anybody to shout out. No.
Okay.
My wife Debbie for supporting me through all this.
What did you do again before this whole thing?
Before this, I owned juice bars, like tiki bars, and very successful business for 12, 15 years. I had those, and then I had an accident, hurt my back quite severely, and couldn't really do what I used to do because it was quite physical. Right. And people told me I looked like Trump, which I do. See, make sure.
Took a gamble, and you
became Trump. Snapped some photos one day. My wife snapped photos of me, put them on that website I told you about, and a week later, I'm in New York City doing a movie. This is great.
How many commercials and movies and cool stuff have you done about?
I don't know, 4 or 5 films, short films, and some of them quite funny. No big Hollywood blockbusters yet. Several commercials, 4 or 5. But lots and lots of parties, weddings, conventions.
Music videos.
Yes, done 3 or 4 of those. Those are fun.
We're going to do one. Electric Eel's going to be booking you for an event whenever it happens near Toronto coming up sometime.
That's right. Isn't that a wedding? Yeah.
Yeah, they're going to finally get married. It was held off. And
the good thing about the virus is, for me, is like I was booked up till October, and nobody's canceled. They've postponed, so which is really cool. So I'm still.
You can never cancel Trump. You can never cancel Trump. You can only postpone him.
Because he'll get you. He'll get you.
So lastly, what are you going to do when you come back to Detroit? The COVID-19 quarantine is lifted. You're coming back to Detroit. What's the first place or what's the first thing you're going to do? Because this show should be about Detroit. So What are you gonna
Well,
do?
Detroit, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna bring my wife to that lounge that we went to. I've already told her about it. What's the name of it?
Foundation Hotel?
Yes, because
Oh,
that's a terrific place just to hang out, have a
awesome.
cocktail.
So I'll get to meet your wife,
You will.
and she'll get to meet Mike the Chihuahua.
The Chihuahua. Hi, Mike. Good
Mike's
guy.
a big supporter of yours. He's
Mike's actually the promoter. Harry's just his pet.
yeah, he's a big Trumpster. Yeah, I'll admit that. And he's
Yeah.
a climate. He's also a climate. He's a climate change denier. He's,
And the world's flat. Yeah. Anyway, we did survive the asteroid. I believe it went by last night, or maybe today.
a lot of weird things are happening. I mean, for a while this COVID thing, I thought this is an alien attack, and they're just weakening us before they land.
I did too.
I thought it was a Twilight Zone episode. I still think we're in a Netflix movie.
Get everybody used for almost martial law, cashless society, microchipping people. There's all sorts of things going. 5G. That's not healthy.
All that stuff.
Not healthy, folks.
Anyway, you've been great, Donald. We're going to keep the audience wanting more. We're going to do another one of these interviews. Hopefully we get to hang out at the Foundation Hotel where we beam 313 Believe out of. And but today we're at my home studio here in Metro Detroit. And you've been great, and people know how to reach you. And we're going to rock and roll as soon as this thing is lifted, but we're going to survive in the meantime. I'm Harry Berberian with 313 Believe. Thank you so much for Don Russo of the best Donald Trump impersonator in the world. Thank you so much. Check us out, 313believe.com. And shout out to my friend Mike Anzel. Buy Bitcoin.
Detroit great again.
Make Detroit great again. Thank you so much. Thank you again.
Thanks, Harry.